lega mu mitu winja ni angat wopa ngati besendre lega mu mitu winja ni anyati pangati usomore tichu maku bedu pe. Don't we all serve the living God? Kodi uno kipo wanya kodi uno kane nwangi polu. Kani nangu polu cha juzunguro kani chika nanga duge wanga kani. Chika wanga duge wanga ngom. You know what surprised me so much lema doge kumweri babushi boy eni. You know jua channel lema do ngukado pare do juwechi wiye. Pienya eja do ngekado kana ngitima ngo kudango pare bedo wakrengo do chen. Bushi and of course Bushi campaign one of the flag bearer, the woman MP Mizumbu. Ebukatim campaign but of course in campaign they always say that the best takes rematinge. But of course the person the flag bearer that he was campaigning for, the woman MP, and of course she did not go through. So now the people themselves now they started now relating the songs, yeah. Gichaka chwalo were tania pienia bush boy were tania julo ide pienia we take which madid the gang do gichaka were tania bush inde de julo ide pienia bush was almost, let me say, on the front line. It's up a campaign with a Bushi. He did a lot for the lady, but of course each and every single time they always say that God choose. But of course, we all come, we can come with all the effort. But when God decides that this is what I'm going with, trust me, whether you bring who or whether you do what, it shall always come to pass. Whatever God lays hands on, it's always final. So, Bushi in the we take his own song. People are now singing against him. But of course, Bushi as an artist, of course, for him, he was for business. As much as people will always talk, he was doing his part, and he did his part, and he got what he wanted. Though all did not go that all well, but we all say that for God and my country. And of course, next time is there. Sam Kendu Utie, maybe Binetem. Saj is my name. And of course, the Saj MC still remains my name, the only guy that speaks in capital letter. This very particular year, a lot, should I say, towards the end of the year, a lot happened, and we are still trying to relate with those things that, happened over, towards the end of the year. And right now, we are in now, we are accelerating. We are accelerating 2026 as we keep preparing ourselves for 2031. That one there for the politicians. A lot of guys, a lot of complaints are coming from different corners. Guys are not going to the polling stations. I don't know why. Because we have so many people who have contested. We have the councillors, we have the LC3s. We have a lot that we are supposed to vote them. But now, when you go to the polling stations after the presidential election, the presidential election, the member of parliament elections, you find out that people have reduced. The vibe has gone down. I don't know why. Maybe, according to me, I said it to myself that maybe it was only the member of parliament and the presidential election that they were looking up to. When it got done, so many people, the vibe came down. Some of them are celebrating, the victory. Some of them, I don't know. Actually, it's hard to explain. But I really urge you guys, all right, we should also go and vote the remaining positions, that we need to. Because in that particular positions, we have entertainers who have also contested in such. We have entertainers who have contested as councillors. There are very many. Like I remember when nominations were being taken. When people are taken. I saw a post of Maya Keys also contesting for the woman councillor. So it's really now it's up to us now to go back on a drawing board. Let's go and show them the same vibe. Go and vote. Let's not quit the vote. Let's not quit voting. Let's go and vote. Tomorrow, we are voting for the councillors. And of course, yeah, for the councillors, and we are voting for the councillors. So I call upon all the guys, let's go and vote our fellow entertainers who have also contested in that. We give them, let's give them the flowers, yeah? Let's go and give them the seat. Because on that very particular seat, without you being voted, trust me, you can never and will never get thrown, So let's go and give them the mandate, give them the power. We vote to give power. You understand? We vote to give power to our leaders. So let's go and give powers to different leaders in West Nile and the whole of Uganda. Let's not, vibe dalema deko, vibe jamba go kudupodi. So come tomorrow morning, go and vote so that you can give the priority to your own personal person. Sergeant MC remains my name, and of course you are watching West Nile Television on Star Times at channel 477, CHUKU Satellite at channel 0073, Azam TV, always on channel 369. Sergeant MC, you can as well catch up with us on all our social media platforms, whether it being TikTok and of course Facebook itself, YouTube. You can as well, come across, you come along and we rub shoulders. From me, let me give it back to the baddest producer in the whole country. That is the boy, the CEO. But of course, he's going to be giving us the music. But today, the talking point today. Let me give you the talking point today. But of course, before we get to the music break, we have seen, a lot of saga, back then, some 2 weeks ago. One of the famous artists in Uganda and in northern Uganda proposed to one honorable minister, that is Abel Lillian, of Kitgum. But of course, since then, the rumors is still circulating alongside, some are criticizing, some are saying it's the right move. I'll be giving you all this docket, in full in the second hour of the show. But for now, let me take you back to the boy, the baddest producer. Then after the music break, trust me, don't touch your dial. We're going to be breaking it down. Was it necessary for him to do it on TikTok or not? So you're going to be there with us.
Wow, boy. Gangsta just steady black man. FBM, baby.
Never settle, never stop. I drop hot old school right in the spot. UG about to see who's hot and who's not. Judas is paramount. I'm like Floyd, all these MCs are paranoid. I'll get their career destroyed. They don't know how to rap, they're just making noise with a regular voice. In the studio, I don't make songs, I make bombs. Don't estimate Judas the Great with fake kids who imitate. That's the shit I hate, I'm everywhere. My style is real, all these rappers duplicate. I was born gifted, from north where my name lifted. Been doing gangsta rap, never shifted. None of my class drifted. Now you can tell who's the best MC, who still claims to be the king of UG. Yet fucking bigger goes right for me. I've got rhymes library, rap knowledge too scary. I played the game valid, I'm a legend of rap.
But of course, I will come you once again from that musical break at the guy himself. We had a lot of music break, a lot of music video that played on your screen. And of course, it's taking us to the top of the hour. That is 23 minutes, talking about, 6 p.m. We are still getting into action. Sergeant MC remains my name, the only guy that speaks in capital letter. But I remember telling you earlier on before we went for a music break that we're going to be breaking down the guy himself, and that is the Judas rap knowledge about the proposal. Yeah. For me, when the news started circulating, some weeks ago, early this month, when the news started circulating, people will always give you, people with the bad energy. They'll also come in, and the people who feels like, you're doing the right thing, they'll also come in doing their own parts. But of course, Judas the rap knowledge, proposing to the lady, Honorable Minister Abel Lillian of Kitgum, the current woman MP who managed the win, who won the election as the woman member of parliament of Kitgum with around 40,000 plus votes. So she got 99% of all the votes, considering to the number of the population in Kitgum that voted, she got the 99%. You know, that is in terms of percentage. But talking about that, the guy proposing to her, Judas rap knowledge proposing to her, you know, I don't know where that thing came from. According to Judas, Judas is saying that she has always been, you know, long time, you know, he has always crushed on the lady, despite the fact that they have their differences. But you know, what's so much surprising is that he tried bringing in the Eddie Kenzo bit of it into the picture. You know, him seeing Eddie Kenzo, you know, rubbing shoulders, you know, moving here and there with the lady herself, that is Nyamtoro Fiona. That thing, according to him, he also wants to become one of those, you know, one of the biggest guys, you know, one of the guys who is ranked, you know, like Eddie Kenzo. You know, critics are always there, and as we speak right now, the guy posted, you know, he had a video shot on TikTok. You know, we all know that TikTok of late, you know, TikTok gire comme car lo ko moy ken may tika mero ka ñutu nek daano lo ma me chel mi ko mi twerte mane bino ko chimi e ma video da ritual da internet kay ritual internet ken daano bero ka neno video e oni jo ma lo ma bebe tie jo ma lo ma raj be no tie daano wen peti tampa daano wen ti tam ka te ko jo mo ken tika tamane in tila bawa kono ngo Judas rap knowledge the akbar ina ngo ma dako yom chunya doctor twal nyer tika wajane en kano do abe do ye proposal ma megani en bu ye ubiye ngaru wiyo jobi ngaru wiye dread ono bi kwanyo ubi air dog smart ala penye ko ngawai Judas pino wajane nyer gire en kikome neoni en petit smart working on kenero mod Eddie Kenzo ka gene bino pa Eddie Kenzo mero ateke di nyam toro. Eddie Kenzo, I think he did explain that, and of course he did say something about you know, how they met, you know generally. So Judas problem, you have taken it because definitely as Vulu youths, we really need to prove to the people out there that we are capable. It's all about capability, showing your capacity in different angles. But of course, also saying something, you know, you did talk about the ladies, you know, they are rubbing shoulders with Judas Wajone, Nelotina, and Bedom Wajone, Luvulu, in no Lutin to get Jepek Kenyan, no DJ, Darno, Mio, MC, you know, MC Kenya, take a Luwe, Mom, not my word. Maro words for Judas. Emernen Vulu, Emernen Lawe, Manado, take a rabbit shoulders ministers. The way Matika de Rekide, you know, kiloyas, you know, the way no tika La Corning Moma Don, those big names that you would want to see the youths, you know, rubbing shoulders with in terms of marriage, you know. Truth be told that when you look at the guys in themselves, the artists, generally the art guys, people do not, you know, put much interest into them because they first of all, at the people's back, you know, at the back of the people's mind, these are drunkards, these are people who smokes, these are people who are always shabby, they are never smart. Not that the smartness that they are talking about here, people always want to see you put on a coat, a suit, you know, you should just look gentle, and yet you in your own field, you own it, you understand, you own your own field in different capacity, and the degree, the percentage of smartness in all aspect differs. But I only urge people, they should not always, you know, underrate, you know, the entertainers because of their dressing code, you know, undermine them because of their physical appearance. Some of these entertainers are well educated. Now looking at Judas the rap knowledge, this is the guy who attended high school. You know, this is the guy who attended even school abroad. You understand? So he has all the capacity. He has all what it takes, you know, to rule, to also rub shoulder. That is according to me. Man, analytical. i tam megi bien dano wen tiki tam gi ma pat tam pa dano wen tigire pat amano beru gire tam mega. Me, I think if I'm told honorable minister Abe Lillian of Kitgu, woman member of parliament of Kitgu, and Kitgu, Judas rap knowledge beru campaign tam pa dano angira kitama tika wajani kano itwero kami chance kinyere kani itwero kami chance ki Judas the rap knowledge me ne kong chance, you know, where end of them kong but rap knowledge. What I didn't really like is that he said something that even if only for 2 years, but now which woman would ever accept that you should here in West Nile, when it comes to one particular tribe that is a they would say, how good is our future? Michoninga, michom ma imivu oku, like a mimumavu dokin ile ama do for only ili iri. That the future is. So they will always say that definitely you cannot. That statement, my brother, withdraw that statement. That even if only for 2 years, you want to have that title of being Honorable Minister Abe's husband for only 2 years. The statement was very, very wrong. And I believe that it's not only me who is saying that, but of course, all in all, Anna Tigre said, Mamegi, I'm on your side. Judas the rap knowledge continue, you know. They always say that back, the elder guys, they always used to say that darum teke. But when in kecher bolatina nyaga, my twini por da ko chero kuma ko po mi ni chawa. Mario be chero po mi ni cha mete ke teka put ke twini cha da ti ko nyaga oni. Mete gire ki wot ma mi oni. Pe binge lo ba be kado lo ko twin nyaga oni. Twer lo ko twin wa ni John nyeri no wot long to twal. Neri no twer ber nyeri no serious. She will, the first time, maybe she will resist. The second time. So continue pushing, showing her the love that you have for her. You have always. Anyway, for me as an entertainer, I would love entertainers, to dominate, when it comes to that. It's a good thing. Educators has already opened the way for people, for the artists, with the minister, Honorable Minister Nyamutoro, the current woman MP of Navy District. But of course, so you as a person also, you can as well try, try your chance. You never know. Anything, the luck, just like casino. When you're playing your casino, you never know the luck can jump on your side. And before you know it, boom, you're a millionaire. So, my brother Judas, the rap knowledge, mete, keep accelerating, keep on pushing. More and more and more. Okay, I think I was away from that. But of course, also during the course of the week of last week, these guys, they were so bitter about the campaign, how the campaign is going. We all know that Easy the Lyrical is one guy who is doing a lot of charities. He gives, he helps some women. Let me say, generally, he's just a good Samaritan. He's a guy been helping, both women and let me say the elderly and the youths. So they got concerned. They were so bitter about the election. After electing the member of parliament, same member of parliament, they, according to them, they were so much into the independent thing. But of course, as the voice of the youth, they have the right, whatever they say, people always listen to them because they are being followed. That's why you see, in the year 2025 campaign, campaign was all dominated by the entertainers, the music itself. And I love the fact that the president of Uganda gave it 100%. Should I say 100% to the entertainers? And as we speak right now, and of course, he's applauding the entertainers because they did a great job. They did a great job. Big up on all the guys who have been participating in that, most especially Eddie Kenzo, who took the lead into that. Eddie Kenzo, who also gave the advice to the president that this time around, let's use the entertainers in this very particular period of election. And I love the fact that some benefited in like 100% out of the arts. Those some were sat on, but I believe that was an eye-opener to the entertainers. An eye-opener to the entertainers. So, big up on yourself, my brother Eddie Kenzo, presidential advisor on creatives. You know, for being so creative, for giving it a mileage to the guys, you know, to the entertainers, to the world. Let me talking about the world. As we speak right now, the world knows the power of entertainment. The world itself, what Uganda's, the kind of news that Uganda spread, the kind of news that they portrayed, that the kind of content that they built on the entertainers, just surrounding the entertainer, I believe that the world has picked up that. And they really, I believe that where they used not to value the entertainers will be valued 100%. Yeah. But of course, all thanks goes to Eddie Kenzo and the entire team of the federation. So from inside, a lot it's happening in the music industry. A lot of music videos are, big guys are releasing songs. That is a guy himself, Andona 256, just released some songs. Early this month, a video of Baka Voti Bebo. After electing, we should not, generally talked about after election, we should not, you voting your person that you feel like you love with all your heart. After the vote, people should not, practice these things of hatred. They should love one another. Baka Voti Bebo. Vote Mayoda Kadi Debo Lebama Goki war on a drawing board. After the vote, despite the whatever you were supporting, or being independent, or FDC, the DP, or NRM, whoever went through has gone. So it's now time for us to sit down and elaborate and see how we can bring something good out of that. The hatred, it has been sung, the message has been given out to you by the guy himself. That is Andona 256. And I believe that before you know that song there, that music video, we're going to have maybe some time, to play with that video. But of course, if it doesn't play today, maybe tomorrow, because of time, it can also play. But for now, let's first go for a music break. And when we bounce back, we're going to be, winding it up and saying, Kwaheri to Monday. This is the first. Today happens to be the Liberation Day, where people are celebrating. All the offices are closed, but of course, we as the media fraternity, it's our mandate. It's our, let me say, talking about it's the mandate that we make sure that we give you what it's on the ground. That's why you see us here working, but other people have closed their offices, waiting to open their offices till tomorrow. So happy Liberation Day. Let's go for a music break, and when we bounce back, keep it right there.
Bad man. In Bad Boys Killings. Come on. Sound of the night. Bad mind people. Babylon people them. Wabanaga music consider promotion.
Around town. Come on, man. White Tiger Gang Gang. Donna.
My sauce music.
Boom! The sweetest look around town, and of course the guy himself, Andona 256, and doing it with the lady herself, Fifi Music. But remember, Andona 256 has another new jam, that is the Baka Voti Bebo, and there's another bad music jam that is it's yet to come out, and of course that is a Chobo. I never wanted to steal this, this answer, but of course I couldn't keep it to myself. Chobo is going to be one of the biggest track beginning of this year, and tomorrow we're gonna be talking about looking at the artists that whom we think could do something better. Let me say, talking about the artists who will we are going to be weighing out the artists, the number of artists whom we think that gonna be taking the pick in the music industry this very particular year. Sergeant MC remains my name, the only guy that speaks in capital later. But of course, from now, I'm gonna say, say bye-bye, and the next thing that will be coming on your screen, this your mighty television. It will be the Nilecast, the lady herself, one of the most prominent, beautiful lady, the name of Fiona. She will be giving you all the news that is circulating within West Nile, Northern Uganda, and Uganda at large. All the remote areas, we make sure that we light up the region so that you get to hide nowhere within West Nile and Uganda at large. Sergeant MC, from me to you, it's a bye-bye. See you till tomorrow. Same time, same television. Chuku Chuku will be the only U-bolt that will join us together. See you till then.